everyone, it's me Suzanne. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we're gonna go ahead and talk about why did I change my YouTube name. So if you guys were following me beforehand, before the change, my YouTube name was For Mom and More, right? Now it is SFG Life and Pets. And I kind of did it, and then everyone was just like, whoa, wait a minute here. What happened? And I didn't really get the chance to explain because a lot was happening at that time, and I did put like a little note, if you guys caught it, in one of my videos saying that I would make a video and explain. If I sound really nasally or weird, just side note, I'm having like a whole nasal like issue and whatever, like infection right now, so my nose is very messed up and it's probably making me sound like bleh. This is the only way I could say that. But anyway, so yeah, so with that being said, just be aware of that if I sound like really weird or clogged up. But anyway, so yeah, I didn't really get the chance to explain. I did put in one of my videos that I would make a video and explain. And we're gonna go ahead and dive into why that is. So, For Mom and More was a really good YouTube name because it explained like I have fur babies, so I'm a fur mother, and there's more, DIYs, budgeting, like different things that I'm interested in. My YouTube channel, I want to express what I'm interested in to you guys. So that was a really great way to express that. But then came along my gecko. If you guys don't know, yes, I do have a gecko. Please go look for that video, my repticon video, where I introduced to you guys my crested gecko. So he came along, and For Mom and More was still like, technically usable because it is more, and I have, he's a reptile, so he would be technically also considered more. But I wanted something that kind of like, was more like in general. And it was kind of after, I did hint in one of my videos that a name change was possibly coming. That's why I just kind of like went and did it. But yeah, after I got the gecko, I was just like, For Mom and More is just not as usable to me. It's just, this doesn't match everything going on right now, and I wanted a name that kind of hit the T, you know what I mean, that just like caught it all in a nutshell. So then came along SFG Life and Pets. Now let me explain SFG Life and Pets really quick. It's very simple. For those of you that know me, SFG is my initials, Suzanne, and then my first name, Francis, and then my last name, Grillin. So, that's what that is. And I've heard a lot of people tell me a lot of different explanations, and I'm just like, no, not at all. But, anyway, yeah. So, that's what that is. And then, Life and Pets, which is what my YouTube channel really is. It's what I want it to be focused on, is pieces of my life and my pets. And that's also what my my Instagram name is too, because like I said, just fits. But yeah, if you guys don't follow me on Instagram yet, you really need to. My animals, they are my main focus. That's why you've been seeing a lot of content on them, is because they're practically my life, or basically my life. But it is the same as my YouTube name. It's just that and is spelled out. Instead of like the symbol for and, it's A-N-D. So it's SFG Life A-N-D Pets. So that's, if you guys want to go follow my Instagram, go ahead. And now that I kind of explained that to you guys and broke that little barrier, we'll go ahead and answer some questions. I wanted to kind of make this into a kind of Q&A type of thing. And some people did ask me questions on my Instagram. So let's go ahead. You like my glasses? So literally these just came into the mail today. These are my UV light glasses for when I use like my computer or my phone or on the TV or something like that. I use them, so you'll probably see them a lot in my videos. But I had other ones, my little like black small frame ones. You guys probably seen those, but these are better. These are supposed to be like better quality. So the only thing is, I'm using this light, and it's putting a glare in my glasses. Okay, whatever. It's bothering me right now, but it's because I can see it. So let's just move on. So let's go to the questions. It's not a lot of questions. Uh-oh. Why is it not available? Okay. Let's see. Okay. Okay. That makes sense. It's probably expired. Alright. So, yeah. These questions, there weren't a lot, but, like the ones that I chose and the ones that are in my Instagram. But they're very good questions, and they kind of like all go into each other. So, I presented on my Instagram that I was gonna kind of do a Q&A, and explain my YouTube name, and I got some questions here. Let's see. I just basically said the same thing twice in a row, but that's okay. So the first question here on my YouTube channel, on my Instagram, can't talk either, sorry guys. The first question on my Instagram is, do you have a favorite pet? And I explained saying to subscribe and stay tuned because I'll answer it on here. So, yes and no. The reason why I say yes and no is that my pets are all my favorite. If I had to choose one, I guess I could try, but they all are important to me, but in different ways. They all serve like a different purpose in a sense. So, if I really had to choose what would be my favorite, that's kind of difficult. To be honest, so far, I think it would be between my cat or my gecko, and it'd be hard to choose, but I'll explain to you why. My cat, because we have like a love-hate relationship. I basically brought him up, and has a very bad attitude. He's not a very, how do you say that? He's not a very like normal kind of cat that just like, sits on the couch and lives life. He's very different. So, and me and him, like I said, we have a love-hate relationship, because even though he has that attitude and everything, I kind of know how to handle him, and I'm in the process of correcting him and stuff, which I'm going to be doing a video on that. He just recently got neutered, and I'm going to do a video on like the process and like talking about his behavior and stuff like that. So I'm not going to open too many cans of worms, because I'm going to make a separate video for that. But anyway, yeah, so we just have this like connection, even though he's an a-hole, and it kind of works. It's weird, but yeah, I'll explain that in another video. And then my gecko, I would say, is because he's so interesting, and it's not to say that I love them any less or more. Like Cinnabon, he's like my oldest animal that I have as of right now, in my keeping, and I love him with all my heart. But the gecko is a very like simple to take care of type of animal, and he's very interesting. Like, he's kind of, you can hold them and stuff like that, but they are kind of like those like sit and watch them grow kind of animals. And I've been learning a lot about them, and I think that's why I would say he's kind of my favorite, is because there's so much interesting things that I didn't know that I'm learning, and they're just like, they're so simple but unique at the same time. So I guess that's why I would say that. But yeah. Next question. That was a good question though. Is your channel just about your animals? So this is a really good question too, but I kind of dived into it a little bit already. Um, no, it's not just about my animals. It looks like it's just about my animals right now because um, my animals are, like I said, a big part of my life. So if I'm not doing anything extravagant, I'm dealing with them. So that kind of is why you see so much on them. But again, um, my channel, what I want it to be focused on is my animals and pieces of my life, my interest, you know what I mean? Like, so I will start throwing other things out there. It's basically kind of like a lifestyle channel. It's just more animal driven because my life is driven by my animals, literally. So, that's why it seems like that, and it's a little odd, you know. I was always back and forth. Should I just make it on my animals? Should I throw other things in there? But in reality, that's what it is. I still have other creative things and like other pieces in my life that I want to show you guys, and I will with time. But you guys see a lot of my animals because they're what is like one of the most important things to me. You know, they're very important to me, and they're what keeps me going. So therefore, you see a lot of them. So yeah, that's what that is. It's not just gonna be just about my animals, but a majority probably because, you know, they're what I take care of and wrap myself around majority of my time. So I hope that answered that question. And then Tony, he's so silly. He asked. I said I'd put it in the video, so I am. He said, "Can I eat the bunny rabbit?" And I've said, "No way. That's my baby." He's always making jokes and everything like that. That's Roberto's stepdad. He is just cracking jokes. Like I said, he's just funny. Next question. Okay. Oh, here we go. Okay. Are you in a relationship? If so, how do they feel about your animals? This is also a really good question. One that I don't really get asked much because people really on my channel just see me and my animals. So if you don't know me personally, you probably wouldn't know. Yes, I am in a relationship. I have a boyfriend. We've been together for quite a bit. We've been together 6 years. But we also started out really young. I started dating him when I was 16, so people are like, "Oh, that's a long time. This is not whatever," and I'm like, "Yes, it is. It is a long time, but I've been with him since I was 16, so I'm still young." But yeah, so yes, my boyfriend Roberto. I do live with him currently, and um, he likes my animals. He doesn't have, like, particularly, I guess you would say he doesn't have his own animals or like an animal he would call literally his own at the moment. I do say like they are our animals. I say that they're our fur babies. But yes, he enjoys them, I guess you could say. But like he's not driven by them as much as I am, if that makes sense. He loves them and cares for them. But you know, like animals are my passion and cars is his passion. So, and his Instagram is RC_works, I think. And you'll see his baby since he was 16. No, since he was 17, turning 18. It was his first car. So, but he's done a lot to it, and it's gorgeous. I call it the Beast. But, yeah, so he loves my animals, you know, like I said, they are fur babies, and he cares for them, but they're mainly my responsibility, which is obvious because, you know, I'm the one that brought them here. But, yeah, they're more of my drive than his, if that makes sense. So, yeah, I hope that kind of answered that. I'm making it seem like he doesn't care about them, but yeah, he loves them a lot, especially the cat. We kind of, when he was really little, long story short, I kind of started putting him on him so like he can, get used to him, and I know he got attached to him as a baby, so there's that soft spot for him. But yeah, there's that question. Then the last question, which I think is very important too, but also kind of dives into what I already said, so you guys kind of already know the answer. It says, what other things can we expect to see on the channel? And again, I said just pieces of my life. Whatever I'm in, whatever my interests are is what you'll see. Whatever I want to, hey, this is something that's important to me. I want to share it. Blah. So, I hope that's like not too bland or whatever. I know a lot of these YouTube channels have more of like a focus, or like a specific thing that they do. But there's also like the lifestyle channels and stuff like that. And this is kind of what that is. Like I said, it's just more driven by my animals because my lifestyle has a lot to do with my animals. So, yeah. But I will go ahead and tell you that I have some videos that I would like to, the one that I'm already working on, which is the one I told you about my cat and like his behavior and stuff like that. And then another one I would like to work on would be, I haven't worked on it yet, but it's in my mind, is how to handle either having to rehome your cat or rehome your animal, or maybe downsizing with your animal, stuff like that. It'll be like a 2-in-1 video because there's a couple of things that I have been, asked and told, and instead of like just commenting back or whatever, I do feel like they can go a little deeper than that. So I'd like to actually address it in a video. So those are probably the next 2 videos that will be coming up. Would be my cat video on him and his behavior and such like that, and then the next one would be like, handling animals and like deciding what to do in certain situations, which is very important because at the end of the day, life happens. So if something changes that you weren't expecting to change, or I'm lost of words, guys, don't mind me. But yeah, if something changes in your life you weren't expecting to change, or you have to downsize, or maybe rehome an animal or something like that, if you care for them like I do, we think that these animals are like our kids. So what's the best way to go about it? Do you keep an animal that could possibly not be living comfortable in a certain situation, but you care about them too much, like, you know what I mean? So there's a lot of those like more in-depth things to think about, and I want to kind of address it, and let me know your guys' opinions on stuff like that, and whatever other videos you guys want to see. This one, like I said, I was just really eager to get it out there because I know people are just like, why'd you change your name, blah 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 blah, this and that. So I'm glad that you guys understand now, and I'm glad I got to answer some of your questions and concerns. But yeah, let me know what other content you guys want to see, and until next time, please subscribe, like, and comment. Also, if you haven't already, hit that notification bell bar because you will not be notified of my videos unless you do. So please do that. And yeah, don't forget to follow me on Instagram, and stay tuned till next time. Bye!